Hi, my name is Bob Pryor, and I am a math professor at Norco College. And you can see we're at the Norco College website right now. And what this is about is getting online to Blackboard for the online classes. And we can see there's a link right here, Online Classes Blackboard. Click it. And then we have a link directly into Blackboard. If you want to, search around this site a little bit, scroll down. There's some information for students about, what kind of browser you need to use for on your computer and some other information. But let's go right to Blackboard. And actually, I recommend that you bookmark this page so you can get right to the login site right away. And so for those of you who are new to Blackboard, you need to know about your username. And it is composed of the first letter of your first name and the first letter of your last name. So John Doe. Is there a John Doe out there? John Doe? Okay, there you are. It would be J and D, and then the student ID 1234567 means we have a username of JD 1234567. And you'll notice that the J and the D are lowercase. And if you're, again, new to using Blackboard, your default password is student. That's all lowercase, and it's recommended that you change it right away. If you've been to Blackboard before and you changed it, then your password is still that thing that you changed it to. So anyway, let's go ahead and log in. I'm going as a student right now, and I simply click Login. Now the class that I have available right now to me is the Fall 2014 class. I know that this is a little bit older, but it will still serve our purposes. So I'm going to click on this class, and it's going to take me to the home page of my Math 52 online class. Now, of course, if you're in a different online class, it'll take you to that one, the one that you click on. Before I get too far into this, I want to show you that you've got actually 3 tabs up here. My courses is what we're into right now. And we can go to the district page and click on that. And one thing you can do here is click on personal information. And here's where you'll be able to change your password. Remember I mentioned change password. So let's see, what's our new password? Lulu 17. Lulu 17. I'm just going to cancel out of that. I don't want to be Lulu 17. Okay, well now let's take a look at the notifications dashboard. This has things like alerts and some other information here. You can add a lot more to it. For example, we click here on Add Module, and we can scroll down and find something like calculator. I'm going to add a calculator, okay. A dictionary, that's kind of fun. Notes, you can write notes to yourself to remind yourself about something. And thesaurus, what the heck. So let's now take a look at what we've done with all this by going back to the notifications dashboard. We now have a lot more here. We have the calculator. We have notes where you can write a note to yourself and save it as a reminder. You can go to a dictionary. You want to know what the word algebra means. And then that pops up. That's pretty nice. So anyway, those are options. Let's go on to my course though and see what's inside. Now the one that we're looking at right here is this algebra class, Math 52. And over on the left-hand side, you'll see things that are most important. If you have a different online class, it could look completely different from this, but this is how my class looks. We have lessons, we have a discussion board, class email, announcements, my grades. You can see, your list of grades through here. If you have click on the lessons, then I've got some sample lessons here. You might see some lessons open. Sometimes you'll only see one open at a time. Maybe you'll have two, maybe even three. Here we have 3 lessons open. Lesson 0 is kind of an introductory lesson, and it asks you to read the syllabus. And here tells you a little bit about what this is about. This is an introduction, what you're going to be doing here. You can then click here to go to the next item, which is assignments, or you can click over here, lesson 0 assignment. And what it's really telling you to do is get the book and also read the syllabus. So anyway, this is something for you to do. Now I actually have a syllabus quiz here that asks you questions about the syllabus, and you'll want to take that. Click to launch. Got to click begin. And we'll start a new submission here. Sometimes you can take a quiz more than once, especially the syllabus quiz. You can take it many times. This is a feature I hadn't seen before, this clock hanging here. I might find a way to eliminate that, but for the now, it'll just let you know, you got plenty of time. You get lots of time to finish this. But you read through each question according to the syllabus. How many lessons are in the course? Well, let's see, there are 16. That's a gimme for you. And you notice it already has clicked save. And as you go throughout, the answer will be saved. And you can always go back and change it. Wait, it's not 16, it's 28. No, it's really 16. It is. It's 16. And you finish that. You go to the end. Click submit. You can't really see that right here, but click submit. Are you sure you want to click submit? You haven't done all these other problems. I know. And then we can click OK here, and we can see how well we did. I got the first one right, but of course I didn't get any of the others correct. Oh well. Let's go back to lessons. In lesson 1, we click on it. We're told that we've got some quizzes to do, got some reading to do. Here's the introduction. And you read through that, go to the next thing, the assignment. That means the book assignment. And it tells you what it is you're going to be reading. It might have some links to different things inside. Those links might be a little bit old, so hopefully they still work. But try it out, and if they don't work, let me know. We can go to the discussion. And the discussion is actually asking you some questions that you will post on the discussion board. So let's take a look at the discussion board for a moment. That is right underneath lessons, discussion board. And it might not be fully set up right now because it's late in the semester. But, well, here is lesson 7. So likely, and this is all alphabetical, you should only see one of these. I guess as a student here, I made myself a member of all of these, but you will only see one. Here's lesson 7, S to Z. Well, here's M to R. That would normally be mine for prior. So I can click on that, and I can read what other people have written, and I can then reply to theirs, or I can just click OK, and get out of it. I can create my own thread. So I might want to say here, this is priors lesson 7. And then I type my lesson, my answer to whatever the question was. And it was fun. I mean, the question was, well, how is math for you? Fun is the answer. So anyways, we can come up here and click submit. And then There it is. Pryor 11. Yeah, my name in here is Robert. Doesn't matter. Bob Pryor, um, lesson 7. Yep, there's the answer. Fun. Now we can reply to that. We can even make a quote within our reply. And then so your reply might be, really? Submit. And then I could reply to myself and say, yeah, really. Also, I could edit this, and the only reason I'm allowed to edit is because I'm the author. I could also delete my own post. Um, I'm not sure. I think that once someone replies to your post, you can no longer edit it or delete it. I could be wrong about that. That's something you just want to maybe check out. Okay, well, we're not really done with the lesson. We're going to go back to lessons and lesson 1 because you'll notice that it has a couple quizzes in it. So the next thing we could do is get into sample lesson 1. We can see on the left side that there are some quizzes. So I can click on sample quiz 1 and click to launch, and it's going to launch just like that syllabus quiz did, where it's multiple choice and you answer as you go. And then click OK at the end. You know what? Before we go, there is one other thing I want to tell you about, and that is that we have a Math 52 webpage. And you'll probably want to bookmark this as well. Let me click on this. And it says we're going to go to an external outside of Blackboard. And this is the online Math 52 class. And it's got some information. I want to let you know that you can actually read chapters 1 and 2 online while you're waiting to get your book. I also have a chapter 0 online, but it's completely optional. And if you want to spend the time looking over certain things like fractions, well, let's just take a quick look at what's in the pre-algebra. You can review some properties and definitions. You can review exponents and roots, some radicals, square roots, that's what that means. You can review the order of operations. You just click right here. It's a PDF, and oh, it's actually not. It's something you can do right in your. Oh no, it's a PDF. You can either download it or it can work right in your web browser. But you can, want to learn more about order of operations. That's fine. Or you might want to learn about factors, but again, this is pre-algebra. This is optional material. If you spend some time with this, that's fine, but do know that it's going to be taking away from your time learning the algebra. So maybe you study the fractions only when you need to, or the adding and subtracting, whatever it is that you're working on. In algebra, you might want to do a quick review right here. As I did mention to you, the chapters 1 and 2 are online also. You can click there, and again, while you're waiting to get your book, chapter 1, section 1.1 up through section 1.9. I even have a practice test that you can just try if you want. I also have chapter 2 right here at the bottom. So, there's no reason you can't get started right away on the class, even though you don't have the book yet. Of course, you do need to get the book, but that will come in time. Oh, well, you know what? I remembered something else. Class email, right here. Class email. Let's say that you do want to ask a professor a question. So you're going to create a message. And you want to send it to me, likely, or maybe send it to the students. You can actually select all of the students, and everybody shows up here, and they are now a to recipient. Or you can make them a CC recipient if you want it. I really don't want to send it to everybody right now. I just want to send a message to the teacher. I got to scroll down to the teacher's name. Here it is, Robert Pryor, instructor. That's how you know it's instructor, yeah. And I will then send my name, teacher's name, across to the recipient, and that's the only recipient. And I can scroll down a little bit, and the subject is, you know what? This subject, help, is not good enough. You probably want to say something like this: help on, and then write the section, say 2.3, and then write a message to me. Help! No, 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 that's not helpful. Give me a page number. Say page 2.3-7. I'm just making this up. Exercise 4A. What is 2 plus 2? So someone's having some trouble, you know. Anyway, you can scroll down, click submit, and then the teacher will get that later in the day or maybe the next morning or whatever and send a reply. And you can just click on your inbox and you'd find the message there. And we can always go back to the home page if we want. We have some check out announcements or whatever, or go back to something else that you need to do. Or if you're done, go ahead and log out. It's right up here, right next to your name up at top, and click. All right, I hope this has been helpful. Best wishes to you.